It honestly feels so long since we've had Pokemon Arceus, but in reality it's only been a few months, which is kinda crazy to me. But all in all, I feel like a lot of people have finished the main story already, me included, and I want to give my personal, full-on review of the game and what I hope for the future of Pokemon. First and foremost, let's go over the pros of Pokemon Arceus, and let me just say this game is visually stunning. Like, it's honestly really beautiful. I do got to admit it does feel dull at times, but at the same time, this is past Sinnoh, so what do you expect? And we got to give Nintendo the benefit of the doubt here because it's their first take on this new journey of Pokemon and this new style of Pokemon. And although I love it, it is not a perfect game at all. Although this is my favorite Pokemon game, it has a lot of imperfections and places where there definitely needs to be some fixing. But all in all, this game looks beautiful. The character models are great. There aren't many like customization options, but other than that, it looks really beautiful. Another thing I love about this game is that there's not an overwhelming amount of Pokemon. I love how there's now 151 Pokemon, a too little amount, or like 400 from like Pokemon Sword and Shield. Because this isn't a new generation. It's the same thing as BDSP, or Diamond and Pearl. And of course we're going to have some new Pokemon, but we're also going to have practically the same thing. And I love how they kept it fresh, because we had Hisui variants, and then we also had some of the Pokemon that are in Diamond and Pearl. So I think we got a total of 242 or 244. So overall, I do love how there weren't an overwhelming amount of Pokemon in the decks. And it definitely helps with the fact that people can actually attempt to make a perfect Pokedex. Because if they were like 400 Pokemon, a lot of people would be discouraged to catch 400 Pokemon and then giving them food and just getting a perfect Pokedex. It'd be a lot hard for sure. So overall, I think they picked the perfect amount of Pokemon for this game. Also, let me just say that they made a perfect, almost perfect crafting system. Like, I love the fact that they didn't give you the option to craft practically every ball in existence. They only allowed you to craft, I'm pretty sure, the Pokeball. So I love how they're trying to get new players as well as old players to get used to this new crafting system, because of course they were preparing for Scarlet and Violet, and we're probably going to see more complex crafting system in the future, which I'm completely a fan of. And this is also a big part of what an open world RPG game needs to be. Now let's go over the story and the overall difficulty of this game, and let me just say that this game has the best, or if not one of the best, Pokemon stories of any Pokemon game, period. Like, the likability of all the characters is amazing and drastic, and although our rival is very underwhelming, I will say that, the overall story of this game, like from being kicked out from your own team and being like distrusted by everyone in the village, the text in this game is just phenomenal, by the way. It's amazing. And the surprises and plot twists, of course the plot twist, spoiler alert, at the end with Volo being the villain, or true villain of this game, and summoning Giratina, like all of that stuff is so good, and I feel like that's probably the most unexpected plot twist of any Pokemon game, period. And the fact that we're being part of a villain team, a future villain team, is just crazy to me, because of the fact that we're playing in a game that's involved with time and space, so that's just crazy to me. Not to mention, the music in this game is some of the best we've ever had, and for my personal favorite is the retreat camp towards the end of the game. That music is so good, like it's so good, and the boss music as well is really good, and the Pokemon battles, of course, who doesn't love being able to walk mid-battle? That's just one of the craziest mechanics they've ever added. I know it seems very small, but when you're walking around just seeing a Pikachu just get absolutely murked by a Snorlax, it's just so funny. And now let's just dive into the difficulty, because I have a lot of things to say about that. What I truly love about the difficulty of this game is that it's actually challenging. Like, it's not just your run-of-the-mill, let's go Pikachu or Sword and Shield, some of the easiest games that have been created. No, it actually challenges you to the point where it's like, oh shoot, I'm dead. Not just like while you're exploring, but in Pokemon battles too, like against Palkia, Giratina, and that follow fight that was utter hell, man. That was just horrible. It was so bad. But I truly love how they actually challenge you in this game, and I hope they keep this in Scarlet and Violet, because I don't like how easy most of the Pokemon games are, and I love a bit of a challenge. I'm not saying every Pokemon battle has to be as hard as the Volo fight. If so, that would be horrible. But I'm just saying that a boss fight should actually feel like a boss fight and not just your typical Pokemon trainer battle with like 4 Pokemon. Now let's dive into the negatives of this game, and I have a few things to say. First, let's talk about the graphics. The graphics, there's no reason for them to be this choppy. Like the character models, choppy. The Pokemon model, choppy. It feels like we reverted back to the DS games with like all the black lines and stuff. Like there's no reason we shouldn't have Pokemon Sword and Shield graphics for this game. And if so, if we had that, this game would have looked amazing, just borderline amazing. And we didn't get that, which is unfortunate. So I feel like we should get that in Scarlet and Violet, or at least I hope we get that in Scarlet and Violet, because that's probably one of the main problems I had playing this game. The last thing I have to say about this, and I know I gave Nintendo the benefit of the doubt with the whole dullness thing, we should have gone an extra village. We should have just gone to Orberg or Veilstone or something besides Jubilife. We only gone to explore Jubilife, and of course Jubilife is just wood and straw, it's nothing crazy. But like, we should have gotten another village at least, because the only thing we've gotten to see besides Jubilife is just temples, and more temples, basically. So I really hope they just learn from their mistakes in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and from the trailer, it looks like they're fixing that problem, which I'm really happy about. So overall, I give this game a 9.3 out of 10. I know the graphics are a little choppy, and I know they could improve in the whole dullness aspect, but the story, the characters, and the Pokemon just make up for it all. And of course, they're going to fix, or hopefully fix, the dullness aspect of Pokemon Arceus and Scarlet and Violet. But overall, this game was a whole lot of fun, and I do hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and click that bell for post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video of mine, and I'll see you guys in the next one.